Hello and welcome back to another episode of Green Buff Please Skyblock 2. I finished the crystals. It actually didn't take that long. Here they all are. I just ended up making like one of each and just quickly got through them all. I'm now just finished up making 40 more osmium. So I've got lots and lots of ore now. No idea what to do with it. I'm not sure. That's interesting. I'm not sure if there's any point, like if there's any extra stuff that we can get out of it. So we can go through all of that nonsense with it. Possible to get gold. We could crush it for nickel. Starlight infusion. Yeah, we're going to have to get into that at some point anyway. We do eventually need it for an iridescent altar. Sure. Squeezer. Not really much point in that. I'm past all of that. Cover crafting, not really much point in that either. Small plate presser, how very strange. Furnace, manufactory, just gives us pulverized iron, we can melt it. Yeah, so there's not any other real thing that we can do with that, and we're not hurting for resources. What we are doing today is we are working towards our void ore crystal, or our empowered void ore. I want a D, thank you. This empowered void ore crystal. So the void crystal block, that's easy. You just make that by zapping coal, which is fine. So lead crystal we have done already, so that's good. Hop graphite ingot we have. Hardened coal block is just blocks of coal round coal. Simple. So what we need is bituminous peat. We need ash, propolis, ash and propolis, and then peat. Now I looked at this, and peat says the only way that we can get it is through a bee, so a boggy princess. We do have some marshy, no miry stuff, so I can't really breed them, but we need peat, right? I read up about it, and apparently you can make a peat bog, which will take this stuff, so bog earth, which I'm going to leave in here, because I'll come back to do it, and I'll grab a bucket. Now, if I read this right, all we need to do, I'll take a couple of buckets actually, bouquet, take all. Let's take 15 buckets. I'm going to put all of this stuff back now that we don't need it anymore. Got some more mundane combs, so I'm going to use those. Put you back, you back, you back. Don't need to keep my bog earth. Lead crystal, gold crystal, gauge dropper. Everything can go back. You know what? I'll even put that back. Buckets, bog earth. Okay, now everything that we need. I'm going to go and chuck this mundane comb in the centrifuge. Hopefully, this will give us at least one bit of magic wax. Now, it's said that if you put some bog earth around a 3x3 of water, it will eventually start to become a peat bog, which is exactly what we need. So I'm going to go up here and we'll just... there's only one layer deep. It's probably not the best place to do it. What would be the best place to do it? There isn't one. I don't know. I don't want to get rid of my bees. I'll leave my bee area. Doesn't like it because it's raining. Well, that's just fine. Maybe we could get rid of this. How have you been going? You know what? I'm going to do this. Okay, so, well, not what I meant to do, but, no, I'm going to leave you. I'm just going to hack you all away. And we'll set up our peat bog here. Mainly needed this to get the bees, to get my different waxes, which we've got now. So we're just waiting on the source, the mundane comb, to actually bear fruit. So I'm just going to hack all of this away. I wonder if this will... Yeah, okay, that'll work. And we'll just do that. And it's giving me dirt. Good. And this. Good. So... go get some cobble. Actually, we'll just do wood, whatever. We don't need to be too fancy, do we? Boop. Thank you. We'll just make this out of wood. We'll just put a base on it. And then this is where we'll set up our peat bog. And hopefully this works. I am worried that they've made it locked behind... they've locked it behind bees. I hope that's not the case. I hope I can just make a peat bog and go that route. Because this would be much easier than having to try and breed bees. Like, breeding bees isn't an awful thing to do. I don't hate it. It's just not something that I've ever really wanted to do before. Because I know that it takes a lot of trial and error. There's only a 9% chance that if I've got a boggy and a marshy, or that I've got a marshy and a Mairi, that I'm going to get a boggy. And then it's the struggle in trying to get a Mairi princess and blah, blah, blah. It's a more hassle than I'm willing to put in at this point in time. So let's put it down to being lazy. Right. Sorry, I'll just pick you up. And you. And you. So I think it set a 3x3. So I'll just clear this out. I'm fairly sure I picked you up, right? Good. So if we start by... So this is our center block here. So we'll put down our bog earth around this block. Right here. So this is just like sandy dirt. So it was mulch, sand, dirt, and... That was it, actually. Mulch, sand, and dirt in a carpenter. So add, with water in it. And then it makes this bog earth. It does say maturity, so that's pretty good so far. We're just missing one, but that's fine because I didn't want that one there. And that can go in there instead. And we'll fill you with dirt. And dirt. And dirt. Knock you out. Dirt. So put you there. Put you there, and put you there. There we go. So, I believe I'm right in thinking that this will slowly mature into peat bog. I hope. I mean, it's still... There's nothing happening there so far. So I'm just going to leave it for now. They're not happy because it's raining. I'll just leave it and I'll come and check it and see how we go. I guess while we're doing that, we might look into bee breeding, just for the time being. Because once we have this void crystal, this is what I'm very excited. So the void crystal, the uses for this is for not only the beneath teleporter, which is good, because I feel like that's going to be like that dimension quadruple, quintuple. That's okay, because we're working on a material stoneworks factory. These structure panels, which is all that we need to get our environmental tech thing. Now, once we've got that set up, which I think I'm going to put there and there, so I might put a void ore resource and a void ore, a void resource miner and a void ore miner. Hopefully they'll fit in that spot, and that would be good. That pretty much makes all of this kind of set up a little bit redundant. Which is good. I don't mind redundancy at all. We can just get rid of that and move on to just a constant stream of materials. What we're going to do here, though, is we're going to turn you to stone. We're going to put you there. And we're going to fill you full of lava. I think 4 buckets should be enough. And you'll just continue to make lava. Good. We do have 1 item duct. Which is exactly what I need, but I don't have a servo, so I need a servo and a wrench. I think I'm going to turn the rain off because my frame rate bombs a little bit in the rain. So we go particles decreased. And hopefully... well, that is very weird. I turned... The rain's still there, and yet... My frame rate has doubled. Okay, so get rid. Not what I wanted to do at all. And that's an item duct, which is, oh yeah, exactly what we want, sorry. And then get rid of you. And then servo, and then bop, and then ignored. Hopefully that starts. Yes? No. Configuration. Oh, I'm going to pop you out the top. Beautiful. Good. So that's my resource generation going back again. I turned that off for a little bit because... I actually can't remember why. Because I was just... I can't remember why. Let's face it. This is all going well. You've finished. Good. I'm just trying to fill in time to get to this peat bog. So let's have a look at some quests we can do and hope that the peat bog is working. We do need to make a mutagen producer, actually. So, mutagen producer. And what is this? So, bronze gear, mutagen tank. What have I already got in here? Nothing. Okay, so a mutagen producer. A mutagen tank. Can make that. Power module. What's pistons? What is it? Bronze gears. Okay, so just lots of bronze. Sturdy casing, which we've almost got enough. We just need more bronze gears. So power module, we need 2 of those. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bronze gears. Is that right? 7 bronze gears. So how much bronze we got left? So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should make 7 bronze gears. That should be enough bronze to make the gears. So let's chuck all of that in here. Bloop. And check you down the bottom. Gear cast. Good. So that'll get at the gears that we need. And then hopefully we can make this mutagen producer. So my understanding is, let's go mutagen. The mutagen producer. We can put stuff in there. It will create mutagen, which we can then put into the advanced mutatron. We put our 2 Bs in here and our mutagen. And a whole heap of power. It holds 1.6 million RF. And it should spit out the kind of B that we want. I don't think it's a 100% chance, but because we've got the advanced mutatron, that should make it quicker. That's my hope. I'm just going to go see. We need a marshy and a miry B. So we've got a marshy queen. But I think that's all we've got. I wonder if we can figure out how to make a marshy. Do we have a miry? No. And we've got a lot. Okay, so use bee produce. So marshy. Recipe for a marshy. To equate lava. Marshy lava. Lime. Fuchsia lava. Inoculation. Inabini's genetics. An apiarist serum. Bee breeding. Indigo and lavender. Well. That's a bit much, isn't it? So, how do we get a recipe for a marshy? Is that? How do we get a miry? Is there a recipe for a miry drone? Marshy and a noble. Do I have a noble? I wonder if I can noble. No. Hardly ever works. Noble. Noble? I can't see a noble. So this is the problem. And now we need to figure out how to get to a noble. So a noble drone is common and a cultivated. I don't think we even have a cultivated, do we? So we need to figure out how to make a cultivated drone. So noble drone, cultivated, is a common and anything else. So common and anything else, make a cultivated, and then we can do a common and a cultivated, which will make a noble. And then we can use a noble and a marshy, and we do have a marshy princess, which will create a miry, and then we can use a miry and a marshy to create a boggy, which is what we need. Interesting. Now, has this moved on? Maturity 0. Maturity 33%. Guess they're 33%. Oh, that one is as well, and that one's not. That one is not. It's very strange. Okay, so some of it's working. Hopefully when we see it completes 33%, so it's not going slow. Hopefully in the way that it matures, we'll be able to see what kind of pattern, and that'll clear it up. I thought it was a 3x3. Obviously, I'm wrong. So 7 bronze gears. That's what we needed. And let's go back and make this mutatron. Mutagen producer. So we need a sturdy casing. 1 sturdy casing. We need a bow module. 2 of these. What am I short on? Bronze gears. What? I can't be out of bronze gears already. How did I miscount? Hang on. Mutagen. Mutagen. Right, I made that, which requires 1 gear, and then I made that, which requires 4. So I actually need 8, 9, 10, 11. I need 11. Okay. So 10. Actually, I've got tin and copper down here. Let's use this. That's what it's here for. Not a lot of copper, actually. Not a lot of tin. Oh, yeah, a lot of tin. And I think we need more tin than we do copper. How much we got? Good. Just chuck all of this in here. This will just slowly make bronze, like literally forever. Can't believe I miscounted that. Alright, so it looks like we're going to, we don't need to do the breeding, but we'll make the mutagen producer anyway, because that'll just make our job easier in the future. Let's have a look. Hi. It's another thing we might do today, actually. We'll see how tough that will be to make. Really, really need to get some armor, and I'll show you what we're going to make. And I'm pretty sure I actually have a quest for it, which is good. It's under RF tools. Oh, thermal mods, maybe. Fluxed electrum. Frame by frame. Redstone acid. The fluxed infused helm, chestplate, leggings, and boots. I believe that's going to set us up pretty well. If we can make that. So in order to do that, we need lots of fluxed electrum. Which requires... I could do an induction smelter. No, because then we need to go through this schmozzle, and I don't want to do that. Instead, I'm going to do it in casting. Molten fluxed electrum. So it's redstone and electrum. But we need to make these fluxed electrum plates, which is fine because we can put them in a compactor. And these things, flux crystals, which is 2 diamonds and some destabilized redstone, which is no problem. I'm fine with that. Absolutely fine with that. I've got heaps of diamonds, so we may do that actually while we're waiting. Let's do that. I'm still going to make this mutagen producer. Really? That's all the bronze? Oh, that ain't all the bronze. Get in there, son. Pardon me. So we get this out. I think, do we have any more destabilized redstone? We've got many buckets of it, so that's good. Yeah, okay. And we've got a basic fluid tank that's got some in there. So I might just do this, and I need some fluid ducts. Fluid ducts. Servo. Doop, doop. You've seen me do this a quadrillion times before. You go into there, not into there. Thank you so very much. And they go in. We'll make a stack of those. Get rid of, stop you from pouring. Not bronze, 7 nuggets, or whatever. Right. So we've got quite a bit of redstone in there already, but we'll also... Did I only take 1 bucket? I thought it said I had like 9 buckets in there. Can I just... It's going to make you work for it, isn't it? Doop, 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 and doop. Okay. Do. I'll leave. Yeah, that should be good. And then all we need in there is gold and silver. I think that's electrum. Gold. I'm just going to make heaps, and silver. It's the remainder of our silver, but that's okay because we just made some more. So I'll put a stack of that in. A stack of that in. Should be making electrum, and then a fluxed electrum. So we'll see how that goes, and while we're waiting, we'll also get some diamonds, and we'll go boop, dip, and then one of those. Make some flux crystals, dip, and dip, dip. Not sure how many of those I'll need, and I'm pretty sure for this armor, I realised it was super quiet. That's because of that. Because of these stupid mechanism machines and how loud they were. Fluxed electrum. We're going to use... Oh, yep. So the use of this is to make this. So this is all we need except for an obsidian rod. No, we don't even need that. We just need these, which is 4 plates and a flux crystal. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 times 4 is 48, 96. We need 96 ingots of this fluxed electrum. 96 ingots. That's quite a lot. I will take you and you. Because, for starters, get all you going. I should have some more silver in here. 31. Pretty good. Pulverize you down. Good. Just get myself some more silver because I think that's going to be our hold up. And we'll leave that to go. And let's go and check on me a little bog farm. Oh, I feel like I'm being all... I feel like I'm being all productive. It's good. Anyway, how are you guys been going? I know you can't really respond, but, you know, feel free to. There's nothing to say that you can't, you know. Aha, we have 100% bog earth. So, well, you can be our test subject then. We got Peat. Oh, yes. Hey, I didn't even know that was a quest, but I completed it. What was our quest for Peat then? Life in the forest? Yes. Peat, mulch, bog earth, and peat. Well, okay. It actually told us how to do it in the freaking thing. That's pretty good. What do we get? Brilliant. Chiseled block of diamond. My favourite. I love this one. Alright. So, we now have peat, which means we can infuse a void crystal block, which I'm very excited about. So, let's get that started. So, we need a hop graphite, which we have one. We need a lead crystal, which we also have one of. We need peat, which we have one of. And we need... it's coal, but it's like compressed coal. So basically, we need to make 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we put a block of coal around that, and we get hardened coal block. And we need 9 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hardened coal is what it's called. And then we go chuck you over here in front of you. And then zap you. And that should give us void crystal. Thank you. Oh my god, guys. I'm super excited. Because once we have this, the world is our oyster. Not really. Just means we can start making the environmental tech stuff. So, hop, graphite, hardened coal, peat, and a lead crystal. Now, I've changed how these... I realized before I had a cable going from this to this, and I realized that might be a bottleneck, so I've put it right there. Hopefully that speeds it up. I'm hoping... Well, first of all, I'm hoping that it's actually working. So I have absolutely no idea to tell if it is or not. That doesn't need to be powered, does it, in Power? I have absolutely no idea to know whether this is working or not. Was that the hardened coal block? It was the hardened coal block. Peat. It's a worry. Because I don't know if it's working or not. There's no way of knowing. Especially because I can't see. What could be causing that? Entity shadows off, clouds off. Smooth lighting, maybe? I remember playing with this when I didn't know why I was lagging. Just want to double check void crystal block. So it's a lead crystal. Oh, it's bituminous peat, not just peat itself. Okay, that's fine, 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 that's fine. So bituminous peat. Bituminous peat. Oh, we need silky propolis, propolis, sticky propolis, silky propolis. So we need propolis. Damn it. Damn it, I thought we were so close. So we can squeeze it from a honey drop. 5% chance from a honey drop. Surely we'll get enough. So we need that, and then we need ash. So squeezer. See if I get a tank and put that in there. We've got an empty tank. I do. I surely do. Hopefully, I can output this. Just that worked perfectly. Okay, so squeezer. And hopefully we get propolis out of that. Alright, the next thing is ash. Do we have any ash? Man, I got so excited there for a second and scared because it wasn't working. We've got ash pile. I wonder if that will work. What kind of ash does it mean? It wants ashes, ash pile. So an ash pile will work. That's fine. And we need 2 peat, which we have. So all we're hoping now is that we get propolis from this. Because the only other way to get propolis is from spinning a stringy comb. Yep, that's it, really. Does that increase our chances? No, because we can't do that with... So a stringy comb comes from diligent, unweary, industrious, science princess, temporal, and derpious. There's a stringy comb and a furtive comb, skulking, ghastly, spidery, smouldering, brainy, big bad, porcine, beefy, poultry, batty, sheepish, pyro, Dante, catty, and winsome. Bloody hell. We've got a propolis, never mind. Yeah, boy. So all we need to do now is place the propolis in the middle and we got bituminous peat. Thank you. And then hopefully... That's working now. That's working. Yep. It's got invisible doodads, but it's working. So, yeah, this is what I find really confusing, is that I suppose because even these only output 4,000 RF per tick. So, in order to speed this up even more, so 4,000 RF per tick, what is it, 4 ticks per second? 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 16 times 4, 64,000 RF per second. Still takes some time, but we're empowering it. That is good. That is good. So, we're going to start being able to start making our environmental molten flux selection. I've got 2 blocks in the end because we ran out of destabilized redstone. So, oops, redstone. Man, we really need... Well, I've already got some fluxed electrum, actually, which is good. Really going to need some... really need some... What do you call it? Some better redstone production. Is there actually any other way to make redstone? That's my question. So UU matter, when I can start making that. Destabilize clathrate. Yeah, but that's just with it's redstone anyway. An industrial centrifuge with glowstone dust. How weird. Netherrack dust will give us redstone in an industrial centrifuge. That's interesting to know. Precision sawmill? Nope. Blood infuser. Dull dust. Sugar and gunpowder, and we can infuse it. Now that just seems awful. That just seems like a really bad way to do it. Bees? Nope. I actually think that the way that we've got, it's easy enough. We just need more blaze powder and more gunpowder. So let's go get some gunpowder, and we'll make some more redstone. We'll get our destabilized redstone, and we'll end this episode when we get our fluxed electrum plate stuff. And then hopefully we'll be a bit more powerful, which we should start moving towards, because I feel like I feel like we're going to get to the point, right, that what am I trying to say? I feel like we're getting very close. Oh, that didn't come up with me. Yeah, well, we're going to get very close to the point that I really wish I knew what I was trying to say. That would make it really easy to say it. We're getting close to, like, the tail end of this pack, I guess. Even though it doesn't quite look like it. And there's a lot of stuff. Like, I believe there's creative. There's, like, extreme crafting. Is it at... I'll just look up at craft. No. At extended crafting? Yeah, so all of this still exists as well. So singularities. So this takes 10,000 iron ingots to make an iron singularity, and you need ultimate crafting catalyst to make that. And in order to make that, you need the ultimate crafting component, which is empowered emeradic crystals and all of this in the elite crafting table to make the elite crafting, blah, blah, blah. There's like all of this kind of crazy stuff. And I'm pretty sure the end game of this pack is to make creative stuff. So creative fluid source. It doesn't... So creative drum. It doesn't look like, actually, that there's a... the everlasting guilty pool. Well, there's creative mana pool, so that exists. So if we look at uses for the ultimate crafting table, we have ultimate singularities, ultimate nugget, creative gas tank. Here they are. So they're all in here. Creative vending upgrade. This is our ultimate end goal. So for example, creative gas tank will give us infinite of whatever we have in it. Crafting vending upgrade, which means we can put stuff in a drawer and withdraw as much as we like of it. Creative energy cell, creative exchange, etc. This is our end game. That's what we're aiming for. So settle in, guys, because that's what we want out of this pack in the end. Okay. So although we are, I feel like we're motoring along at the moment. We've still got a ways to go. But once we've got this void crystal, that means we can move into environmental tech, which means we can get our void resource miner and everything. And once we get that, we can start walking towards this. So Ludicrite, which is, I think, an immersive thing, isn't it? Or actually, nuclear physics, plutonium, Ludicrite, yeah. And Ludicrite, I think, you know, I mean, plutonium, I think we wouldn't be far off being able to make, to be honest. So fusion control. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Okay, it's obviously different. So we need a fusion control thing, a cyanide ingot, plutonium oxide, and a fusion control thing, energy flow circuit. Yeah, this is a thing. But actually not that impossible to make. Implosion compressor. That might be our next step, because all that sounds very fun. Keep pumping redstone into you, because you need to fill up. And let's take the fluxed electrum that we have already. Molten electrum, molten fluxed electrum. Let's take you out. Let's grab our plate cast out, because we need it all as plates anyway. So let's mold it straight into plates. And start pouring. Why aren't you pouring? Really? Interesting. Interesting. Will you only go to ingots? Really? Molten fluxed electrum use. Pour into an ingot cast, but it won't go in here? Well, this is interesting. Do I have to do this manually? And plate cast there. And I'll take you. I'll put you there. Then, ooh, I should do this manually. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And you can start compacting them. You're full. Come with me, and you can go back into. Actually, go back into here. Oh, I just got rid. No, we've still got a servo. Do I still have my pipes? Fluid ducts. Thank you all. When in doubt, if you're recording YouTube videos, just randomly sing Mario. It's perfectly acceptable. How's this going? Well, it's still going. So that's the best that I can say for it. What's the next level? So, because are these reinforced or are these just hardened? They're hardened. So it goes reinforced, then hardened, and then what's the next level at thermal? Signalum upgrade kit. We need cryothium for that. Okay. How do we get cryothium? It's a bliz powder, really. But bliz powder is redstone into into snowballs. And snowballs we have lots of. We could totally do that. So you're still going? Flux election. Good. Keep going. Let's make... Just throw away the thing that I'm sitting here trying to make. Let's make a whole heap of this. I'm going to put all of this away for now. Tin or mulch, silver ingots. Yes, yes, yes. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Go away, go away, go away, go away. You stay. So you're making lots and lots of that. I'll get some more redstone. Redstone. Still didn't get to make a lot of it. Let's go blaze. We'll go 1, 2, and 3. And we'll grab some gunpowder. No, we won't. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm just going to skip ahead, and we'll come back when we're actually ready to make this armor. See you in a minute. Okay, so that's taken ages. I don't know exactly how much I've got. 95. Oh, I think I've got enough. So, now what we need to do is this. And 23. Does that sound like it's going to be enough? Well, let's find out. Let's make some boots. Well, maybe I won't start with boots. Maybe I'll start with some legs. And really awkwardly make a chest plate and a helmet. We don't actually have enough. We're short for boots. However, and then I need to go and put this in our energetic infuser to power it up. 800,000 RF. And we can enchant it as well, which is pretty good. So we can enchant it. Energetic infuser, innovation dynamo. So the good thing about this is that's weird. What does that do? Kaboomerang. That's just a really weird thing. Alright, I'm going to leave that in there. That's going to take ages. But the good thing is that I believe this takes RF damage before you take health damage, which is why it's quite good. Let's just have a look. Thermal rods? Does that... Yes, it did. I need to make flux infused boots. However, I think I'm going to stick with my slimy boots for now. Just because they mean I take no fall damage whatsoever. The way I ended up doing this in the end is take a bucket of redstone and then put it in with gold and silver, and then voila, you get yourself 2 fluxed electron blend, and you chuck it in here, and then it makes the ingots. This way was so long, I didn't realize you couldn't like pour it into the Tinker.io thing. So I'm glad that I ended up going that way, because that was so much quicker. Let's see, this is really going to take forever, because it's only doing 50 RF per tick. Have I got an upgrade? Have I got an upgrade? A hardened kit, and then I need a reinforced kit. So let's just do a reinforced upgrade as well. Should have enough. What are we missing? Silver gear. Should have enough for this? Yes. Good. 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 Hopefully this increases the power usage a little bit. I need to do hardened first, boop, and then the reinforced. Now it goes up to 100 RF per tick. So it's doubled how quickly you can do it, but that's still rubbish. I don't know whether this will speed it up, actually. Oh yeah, 300 RF per tick, so tripled it now. Still going to take ages, but... and I can at least set up a queue. So we'll get that charged up. But finally, we've got some fantastic armor, so we're not going to die quite so easily. And this is finished, and... No ding? Really? No ding? Okay. I was sitting there waiting. Okay, now you do it. Let's have a look. What do we get? Some more spaghetti. I'm not complaining. You can actually enchant this with unbreaking. So, do we just make... How many structure blocks do we need? That's the question. Structure frame? No, we've got heaps of structure frames. We need these structure panels. And we have everything else we need except for the connector. Structure panel? Connector. Let's make a whole heap of them. Structure panel. We can do 2 of those. Let's just go at environmental. I'll grab this and I'll grab... Probably resource miner would be better than ore. And I just want to... Not that. I always forget that. Direction 1. So it needs 20 structure panels. 20! Really? And each one of these makes 1. And black concrete. Black concrete powder. Just the usual. Can I make that? No, because I've got no sand. Wow. Okay. Well, I better get some more peat, and I better get cranking on that, because I'm going to need... so each block makes 2, so I need 10. 10 in total. Oh, this is just random. So bog earth, 100%. So luckily, this bog earth is really easy to make, and I get tons of it. Be curious to see, actually, whether or not... Yeah, I think wherever the water touches now, I'll get this. So, peat. So the only thing that's going to make me go short is propolis. So I need plenty of honey. Right. Any chance? Can we finish this episode by getting some magic wax? Just got to double check that this actually gives us 10% chance of magic wax. Which means we should get one. Every 10... every 100. Yeah, we should get one every 100, 10. Hey, I've got one. There we go. There we go. And I get a ding ding for that too. Which should be life in the forest. Wax completed. Propolis completed. Thank y'all. See if I actually get anything good from this. A fake ME controller. And some more slime stuff. So that's good. Alright, do we get any more propolis? Let's just set up 2 more. Okay. So it's going to allow us to make 2 more void crystal blocks. So peat. We'll chuck the peat in there, we'll chuck the propolis in there, and we'll make some bituminous peat. Make 2 more. Wow. That's intense. I'm just going to make a big old stack of these. So, alright, so a very... bloody piece of poop. Very productive episode, actually. Next episode, we are making this environmental controller, or this environmental thingy controller, because we need this void ore miner. That's not actually going to be enough. I'm going to be short a little bit. Maybe not, actually. Maybe not. So bituminous peat. We're going to need the coal block. So I'm going to need a whole heap of these. Make 18 or 19 accidentally, and then we'll go like this. We'll go around like this. Hardened coal block. 2 of those. 2 bituminous peat lead crystals. We've only got 2 of those, so we do that. And then finally, what was the other thing? The hop ingots. Hop ingots. Alright. Let's get freaking doing this thing again. I wish you could do more than one. Alright. Boop. 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 And boop. And you go there. And that is working. And we'll just keep on going with that grind. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. And we'll see you in the next episode of Modern Skyblock 2. Bye-bye.